A mushy, floppy snake plant is not a dead snake plant. Most of the time, the roots can still be saved, and today I am going to show you exactly how to do it. By the end of this video, you will know how to tell root rot from a plant that is just thirsty, how to cut away the rot without losing the whole plant, and the watering routine that keeps it from ever coming back. Let us get into it. Here is the short version. Root rot in a snake plant is almost always a watering and drainage problem, not a lost cause. You pull the plant out, rinse the roots, cut off everything that is black and mushy, dry the cuts, and replant in a fast-draining mix in a pot with drainage holes. Then you leave it alone for a week before you water. That is the whole rescue. Now let me show you how to know for sure that root rot is what you are dealing with, and then we will walk through it step by step. First, how do you know it is root rot and not just a thirsty plant? Because they can look similar. An underwatered snake plant has wrinkled, curling leaves that feel dry and papery. Root rot looks different. You will see yellowing leaves, leaves that go soft and mushy right at the base, a plant that feels loose and wobbly in the pot, and often a sour, swampy smell coming from the soil. Here is the quick test. Tug a leaf gently. If it pulls away easily from the base, that is rot. When you see those signs, it is time to act. Here is what you need, and none of it is fancy. Clean, sharp scissors or pruning shears. A bottle of 3% hydrogen peroxide, the kind from any drugstore. Ground cinnamon from your spice rack. A fresh, fast-draining potting mix, either a cactus and succulent mix or regular potting soil cut with plenty of perlite. And a clean pot with drainage holes, only slightly bigger than the roots. A terracotta pot is ideal here because it breathes and pulls extra moisture out of the soil. Now the rescue, step by step. Step 1. Take the plant out of its pot and gently knock the old soil off the roots. Rinse them under lukewarm water so you can actually see what you are working with. Healthy roots are white or pale and firm. Rotten roots are brown or black, and they feel soft and slimy. Step 2. Cut away every rotten root. Follow each mushy root back until you reach firm, white tissue, and trim there. Wipe your scissors with rubbing alcohol between cuts so you are not spreading the rot around. Do not be shy here. It is better to lose a root than to leave rot behind. Step 3. Treat what is left. Mix 1 part hydrogen peroxide with 3 parts water and dip or drench the remaining roots. That kills lingering fungus and puts oxygen back around the roots. Then, dust the cut ends with a little ground cinnamon, which is a natural antifungal and helps seal those cuts. Step 4. Let the roots dry and callus. Set the plant on a paper towel, out of the pot, for a few hours, or overnight if the rot was bad. This lets the cuts scab over so new infection cannot get in. Step 5. Repot in fresh, fast-draining soil. A simple mix is half cactus soil and half perlite. Set the plant in that slightly larger pot with drainage holes, firm the soil gently, and stop there. Step 6. Wait to water. This is the step people skip. Do not water it right away. The roots just went through surgery, and they need about a week to heal. After roughly 7 days, give it 1 light drink. Now the mistakes that quietly undo all your work. The biggest one is watering too soon or too often. A snake plant wants its soil to dry out almost completely between drinks, which in most homes means every 2 to 4 weeks, not every few days. The second mistake is a pot with no drainage holes. A pretty pot with no escape for water is basically a rot factory. So always plant in something that drains. The third is reusing the old contaminated soil, which just reintroduces the fungus, So start fresh. And the last one is giving up too early. Recovery takes a few weeks, so if the plant is stable and not getting worse, be patient and let it push new roots. That is the whole rescue. Tell the rot from a thirsty plant, cut it back to healthy tissue, treat and dry the roots, repot in a fast-draining mix, and hold off on water for a week. Do that, and a mushy, floppy snake plant has a real shot at coming all the way back. If this helped, subscribe for more simple plant rescues and head over to gardeningdream.com for the full written guide with photos and our complete snake plant care routine. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.